Well, welcome back, everyone, to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's in motion comes the tight end left. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Up the middle, Achane. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Goff now looks to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Levis looking to throw. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Levis to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion right one of the tight ends. Levis to throw off play action. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Vikings offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Play action. It's Goff. He finds Hopkins complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. The Vikings had a disappointing 1-4 as they start play, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Vikings! Tyreek Hill, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Levis out of the shotgun now. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Levis. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. Here's a 2nd and 8. Levis sets up the throw here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed. 2nd and 10. Levis now off of play action. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tershawn Wharton. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his zone, but it also brings up fourth down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start by heading out west, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, where you see the final score there. Joe Burrow, strong in the victory, as his guys run their record to 6-1 on the campaign. In the first half, it was the veteran quarterback Jared Goff who had command of the offense. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and Tyreek Hill set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Goff. It's Hill, complete.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Back to throw, Goff. This taken in by Kincaid. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Renfro, the motion man. Quick throw caught out wide by Renfro. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Levis. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Levis. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now. Levis. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go to the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Renfro, the motion man. Back to throw, it's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Levis back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tershawn Morton able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Levis looking to throw. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he fends him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Puma Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The home team's offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he had it going in the 1st half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Out of the gun, Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the 1st play of the drive. Give him 14. From the gun, here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
At the 39-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Goff. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
3rd down and 10. Levis to throw it. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Now it's Goff. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Hill going to go in motion right. Off play action. Here's Goff. That's out to Hill, right side complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw is Goff. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right down the middle. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. And fighting down inside the 25. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out now come the Lions. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Levis sets up to throw here. Locating St. Brown for another catch.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
To the air again. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Goff. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Now Goff. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show, as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Levis, their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Levis from the gun. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Off the play fake, Levis. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I should have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the football going back to the Vikings offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the interception, here's Goff. He's got Cooper Kupp on the slant. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. Achane on the counter. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Goff now to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Second down and 4. On the handoff, it's Achane. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. In motion, Hill. They'll go. Achane. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now a toss right side. Achane with it.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
That's caught again by Schultz.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
And again, it's Levis looking to throw it.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Here's Levis.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
In motion goes the tight end.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Levis looking to throw.
His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Levis to throw off play action.
On the move to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Will Levis
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. H-in here. They stay on the ground. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now the Lions down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Levis. Finding Schultz. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Levis, he'll look to throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Levis to throw. Fighting to stay upright. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
One last shot at the end zone. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They don't look a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos.